3Ds in a pod. Hi, I'm Ken, and this is
TY.
no. This
Your mirror image.
on my left is AngModan, and on my right is TY. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. This is different. Okay, so I see ourselves differently. Okay, so anyway, the length of this podcast will be dictated at the beginning of the podcast. So someone will roll the dice. So for this week, right, I give this very important task to AngModan to help us roll the dice. Let's say the number is 5. It means that this whole conversation can go on for 50 minutes. It's also an expectation for everyone. If it's 10, then good luck. It's 10 minutes only. Okay, come then. Let's go. Roll the dice.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. Let's go for it.
Oh! So it's what, 40 minutes?
That's 40 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes, right? Okay, so 40 minutes. And the
40
time
minutes,
starts
okay.
now. Okay, so it's 40 minutes. The timer starts now. So basically, this week, right, because I was the one who lose, so I'm supposed to come up with a topic. And just nice, this week I saw a video. Sora came out. So if in case you guys don't know, Sora is like ChatGPT, but it's a video version, right? So they came out with
Okay.
so basically, if you type in the command, the thing will just generate a very, very real life kind of video. Sora came out with new videos. So their first
Alright.
batch of videos were really impressive already, but they came out with a second batch, which is equally impressive. Then I saw someone comment on that video, and then I was like, actually, that got me thinking. So the comment was, imagine you walk into a cinema and you watch 1.5 hours video, and at the end of the video, it tells you that this whole video is created by Sora. Will
Okay.
you be able to accept it? Like as a film buff, right? As a film buff, I somehow feel that I can't, because I think film is something that you need real human being in it for a production, or actors or actresses or something. But with the advance of technology, right, it is actually possible to create 1.5 hours long video without any actors, actress, or even director. So I want to know what you think, especially when you guys are very involved in this whole technology thing, right? I mean, both AngModan and TY. What do you think?
Okay.
Can you accept it?
Who's gonna start first?
Who?
I can.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. It's the same as most things in AI. Script generation, essays, images. It's all effectively recycling what's already out there. So there's going to be most probably no new ideas. And so I agree. When you go and watch AI movie, it's going to be a recycled hash of what's already been out there. So down to storylines, down to special effects, down to script writing. It's all going to be you'll probably watch it feeling that you've actually seen something like this before. So there's going to be nothing new.
But if let's say the person who give commands to this, like ChatGPT, right, it really depends on how you ask questions, and it affect how it generates answer, right? Then if let's say the person who give commands is a very good copywriter or script writer, it's just the images, like you said, are maybe recycled or somewhere somehow.
I think there's no problem with AI, right? I mean, we watch what's that, Lord of the Rings, Avengers, right? Everything is digitalized. I mean, you have the digital animation.
But it's green screen. It's like green screen is an animation.
Green
Yeah,
screen.
you're right.
Yeah, I mean, right. I mean, you have to wear the special suit, you have to put on the dots and everything, they have to track you. End of the day, it's still computer generated, right? It's just that now that you have this software, more convenient. Actually, I do not know if I want to watch the creativity of a computer. when we watch a movie, we're watching the creativity of a human or a group of humans, right? The human minds. Do you want to watch the creativity of a computer? Why not? Maybe, yeah.
No, actually, I think I will say that if we take AI like Sora as a tool, right? Let's say it's like any software, right? The creativity still comes from the person who give commands,
then there's no
right?
problem. If
I think AngModan was telling us that there is this new degree in uni that or some courses that let you study this. Like you there's a name for it.
Well, the actual prompt writing,
Prompt writing.
It's called prompt engineering.
Yeah.
This is a specialized, and this is a very special. This is a speciality. This is what you'll probably need to be able to do to really progress very far in AI. Is know how to talk to the machine in effect. So this would be where as you mentioned, creativity comes from. Knowing what to ask the system to create for you, be it images, be it video, be it text. Yeah.
But I do agree with TY though. TY just mentioned that it's just like Lord of the Rings, just like Star Wars, where animations are created frame by frame and stuff, right? So imagine in the future there are like hundred of people in the same room. They are all the prompt engineer. So me as a script writer, I give the script and then I'll tell them that okay, prompt engineer, each one of you gonna create different scenes because the storyline goes from frame number 1 to frame number 100. So every one of them they just create with AI, and then we frame everything together into a movie.
Yeah, so I guess. Yeah, so I get it. It's like an analogy. It's like you used to have a. Can you see this? A plane, a wood plane, right? And then someone developed a motorized plane with a motor, so you don't have to use you don't have to use any elbow grease. So AI is like a tool, right? So, but the scriptwriter still have to come up with the creativity, right? It's just that okay, and he still had to describe a romantic evening, the sun is setting on a cool winter breeze. The AI will have to develop the scene, the color, the lens, the mood, the background, and everything. But they don't have to go to a location. They may not have to go to the location. You know what I mean? But the script has to write and tell. So I think this is to me it's no big deal. I will watch the movie. I mean the motion is we want to watch a movie, right? Yeah.
But what if okay, something that has already been in the industry, which is the digital production of music. So now I'm in China, right? In their music app, there's this thing called AI Bangchang. AI Bangchang is like, I don't know whether you guys read the news. Like there's this AI function that let's say can sing, and then I ask the AI to help me convert my voice into Eason Chen, for example, to sing a song.
Yeah.
Or I can actually use Eason Chen voice to sing Stephanie San's song.
Right.
But when we talk about creativity in the music industry, I feel like this is actually demoralizing people, and it makes the musicians very redundant to a certain extent. What do you think? Like I wouldn't appreciate this kind of somehow. I think it's fun, but I won't appreciate the music.
Because right now it's too raw. So like what is the originality of listening to a machine to fake a singer? So there's nothing interesting. It's just that it sounds like a singer. It's like a what's that? It's barbecue like flavored potato chips. It's not the real flavor, right? Chicken flavored, tom yum flavored something. It's a fake thing. So nothing beats the real deal, right? So I'm not sure about I think it's for novelty, right? It's only fun. Oh wow, I write a song and Stephanie Soon is singing this song, or Michael Jackson is brought back alive to sing this song, you know. But it's not him. So we all know that it's not him. It can't be him. And then will AI generate a new tone, a new character with charisma, showmanship, the look? Maybe this guy can develop something like that, like they do an AI model, right? An AI, some dancer or something like that. And then this character and then they write original song, ask the AI to write an original song for this character. They can build the profile, the album, or this album is in this directions, so they must have this kind of topic, this kind of first song, second song, third song, then this kind of dance move, and then they have to build an army of AI legion, courtesy of Tony Stark, to do the background dancing and things like that. Yeah. But all these things need someone to be the mastermind behind thinking and typing everything down. So
well, I think the analogy that you just used with potato chips is fantastic, and I would also use McDonald's. I use fast food music, fast food movies. Everything is becoming
fast.
I had the word there. Everything is becoming
replicable,
repeatable.
Replicatable.
Throw the dice.
Everything. Sorry. The word is formulated. Everything has a formula. Okay, music has a formula. Movies have a formula. That's why to be honest with you, I've not been to the cinema for a long time.
For the longest time. Me too.
Because movies are really formulated now, and I can't be bothered to go and watch them because I know it's probably showing my age. But same with music, everything's a formula. Right. So that's why AI can really jump into this, because okay, you can give it a few little tweaks here and there as a creator, but it is going to come out with and depending on what you want to make the money, you want to make something that sells. You know, I tell a lie. I do watch movies, but not at the cinema. But Jason Statham's new movie, The Beekeeper.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic. I love it. I love Jason Statham. Okay, I think he's cool. But this movie is exactly the same formula as
any of his other movies.
the other, you know, the kind of at the beginning, somebody comes and murders the guy, and then he's got to go and catch the bad guy, and then it's just scene by scene.
So Jason Statham, and then the Equalizer 1, 2, 3, they're all the same story. Yeah.
So
John Wick.
They get back. Yeah, John. Actually, the Beekeeper was a John Wick clone, basically. It's good if you just want to switch off your brain and just sit there and watch something. But there has not been, you know, I remember original movies were the 90s and the noughties, early noughties definitely. Original movies were there, but now everything's formulated. So have we reached the end of creativity?
No,
have we you know, especially music, I think everyone's played every melody that there can be played. And now it's just
Yeah, I think we are talking about two concepts here. One is whether we can accept a digitalized or machine generated products like for music or film. Secondly, we are talking about the formula. We are talking about the formula format. Like for music, let's say because we know J Cho kind of music works, right? Then you will see a lot of people trying to recreate his kind of style, his kind of thing and all. So this one actually, like you said, AI can actually learn, right? And if let's say now I ask AI to generate something that can sell, actually AI will most probably go and copy J Cho or even JJ Lin or whatever, because they are the so-called the top 10, right? Then you will regenerate something that's similar. because that's the so-called formula. It's by numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the person who gives the prompt will say, okay, formulate a Mandarin song based
That
on the
will sell.
top 10 best selling for the last 20 years. Then you
Yeah.
see Jay Chou and JJ and so on and so forth.
Exactly.
But what if the prompt says, generate a movie, a surreal movie that's never been shown before, and awe me with your creativity. Now, are you ready to watch this kind of movie? Because it can be fighting one for 5 minutes and then suddenly become a sex scene and then suddenly become a surreal supernatural and then become a documentary. Because then
Actually,
they don't have a backbone, they don't have a basis.
Well,
The computer will just do some crazy stuff.
Its
Yeah.
basis is what it's been trained with, and if it's natural, the natural language models, if they're going to use the same principle, that ChatGPT is using, it's going to use existing what's been out there. And I heard this from somebody the other day. It's quite good. This is how it works. Okay, this is how AI works. It starts with a word and it does computations to work out the next word. So we can do it now. Once upon. Danielle?
Time there was a
Prince.
Yeah, so this is what you're getting at, right? So
and it will do computations to work out the next and the next and the next word.
Right.
That's basically all it's doing. And so it can only use what it has an existing data bank.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you could say surreal, but it might not. Yeah, it would go back into what it has in terms of surrealism and movies in that genre for sure.
So I was thinking just now, Tiwa was saying that generate something that has no one has ever seen before. I don't think he will answer you, okay, I will generate something, because
no, it might jolly well do it because no one has seen it before. The prompt means that no one has watched a romantic movie that becomes an action movie, become a porn film, becomes a, you know what I mean? Now the
it
problem
depends on the understanding of the machine. Actually, it depends on the understanding.
If it's natural language processing, it won't do that.
Curious, when you make that prompt, are you with the audience ready to watch that movie? Because we will not be ready. If you ask me to watch in the
romance
90s
with
90s Indian movie, they can fight and then they can roll and then suddenly they roll down the hill, they roll up the mountain, they jump into the sea, then after that they appear in the desert. That's how Indian movie works. And today Bollywood still have this kind of thing. They just jumps different scene, right? You don't need logic. It's just pure entertainment, and we are used to it. But now you take the Bollywood movie structure and put it into a Hollywood movie structure, you'll be like, what kind of movie is this? This is absurd. Why is it fighting and then dancing and then crying and then fighting in different scenes? There's no continuity. You wouldn't want to watch.
Actually, if it's like Christopher Nolan or whoever, that's like, then it will become a Oscar-winning kind of thing, because it's all about the concept, right? It's about how you sell the story. They will tell you that this is so new. This is so fresh.
So let's choose one Christopher Nolan movie, the Inception, right? So that is like, I have not watched a movie like Inception before.
Yeah.
About deep into the different stages of your inner dream, right? Now that's unique. But there's still a basis. You understood that concept, and if you are a psychologist and philosopher and a psychiatrist, you understand that kind of mental concept, because that is it's education made into films.
Yeah.
But in AI, that's different.
What makes you think that AI doesn't think of this thing? What makes you think that AI has no logic? AI?
No, they have logic. The question is, are we ready to accept that? Because we may not see their logic, because our logic is so mundane. So today, like for example, Dan said that, the beekeeper is tried and tested. But he said he's entertaining. Now, today, if Jason Statham act in a show that suddenly he start dancing and he start fighting and he start serious and cry, you'll be like, I'm not gonna watch this stupid movie. You think that this is ridiculous.
No,
But
I think
it could be
I
interesting
think
because
you,
the AI come out
I
with
think
that kind of
you
novelty.
are thinking too highly about AI to this extent because
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
that is creative to me. Is a bit overboard. I think AI is still on the safe side. Meaning, if
Okay.
you ask AI to create something that's never been created before, it could still be quite traditional in a way.
I want to bring.
I can get conspiratorial with you now. The fact is, the AI that we're using now is the mundane. It's using what existing data. They have got, I'm sure, the hardcore AI that
Yes.
has
Yes.
thinking intelligence,
Yes.
and it's there, and it's on
Yes.
a isolated computer system somewhere, and they're not
Yes.
dare not
Right
let it
now,
out.
It's like
yes,
Iron Man. It's like Iron
the
Man.
mass consumption AI, they put a lid onto it because they know that it has to make sense. They cannot give you abhorrent, ridiculous answer. If not, no investor will put in money to develop this thing. No one will pay subscription to give you a crazy answer. Everybody wants a saint answer so that when they hand in their homework, the boss sees their presentation, the speeches, it makes sense, right? Because imagine you are a politician and then your staff is writing some script for you and then it's suddenly, welcome to my sex or whatever thing, and you'll be crazy. Now I want to bring our attention to this movie. Miss Marvel, was it Mrs. Marvel or the Marvels? The latest one.
The Marvels, yeah.
You mean
The Marvels.
Have you guys watched it?
No.
You mean the movie or you mean the series?
Movie?
Yeah,
the
movie.
The new one.
No,
all the Marvels, right? Captain Marvel and then Miss Marvel and whatever Marvel all together. The three ladies.
Oh, the three ladies one. No, I haven't.
No.
Based on bad reviews, I didn't bother.
Right. So watch it because it's like it's like, to me it's like AI wrote the script.
Well, you know why, apparently why it's like that, because they had to do reshoots. They were getting bad screening from people, the test screens where they show it. People just leaving the going, what's this? So they had to reshoot. So basically, there's inconsistent parts. I think, like you've mentioned, that it jump scene.
Because there's one part that basically that movie works like a Bollywood movie. They fought, and then they had the villains and things. Suddenly, Captain Marvel went to a planet because she needs help from there. And in that planet, I will not tell you what, but in that planet, it's one of the most absurd things that will happen in a Hollywood movie. I was like, what the thing? What's going on? And even Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, right, in the movie, when they mentioned about her going to that planet, she was like, no, don't talk about it until the scene cut to that planet. Then we know, oh shit, this is ridiculous, man. So, but then it's under the pretext of the universe is a huge place. There are people, different culture, different in a different universe, and it's given that you have to accept that. But so watch it, and then you'll be like, what?
Okay.
Oh yeah, go watch it. It's really good for
discussion.
That's
probably a good an example of, yeah, for sure, that no direction, no kind of end result, no consistency. And that's probably, if you ask AI to write something, it will probably, that's what it will probably come up with, something that's inconsistent, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I back to the initial premise of would you go to the cinema to watch something that was completely, I would.
I would, yeah.
Just probably for the novelty of it, and then and obviously out in the real world it would be hit or miss based on, if people do go and enjoy it and watch it. In terms of, unfortunately, I think the lid's off the box now. I think jobs in terms of actors and special effects and music, and we're all doomed, to be honest.
I guess
yeah.
it's all the same, right? I mean, we watch a movie made by human beings, and then there's poor script writers, poor acting, poor lighting, not me, poor everything, and it's a hit and miss. So if we want to be adventurous, we watch a unknown movie without good reviews. Now we have internet, but back in the 90s, there's no internet, so it's really like, whether you want to watch it. Sorry, my dog.
Your dog's warning us. The dog's warning us, I tell you.
I think AI,
AI, you're right. You're right.
Back,
keep discussing it. It's bad.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, my VPN got stuck for some reason. I don't know why. Probably it's AI generated. I don't know.
Yeah, it knows we're talking. It knows we're onto something.
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about AI.
No.
Yeah. So but basically we have around 14 minutes left. So okay, just now when Tinya mentioned about are we ready to accept it, right? I suddenly thought of something.
Yeah.
So I think a few months ago I received an email. So it was from an entertainment company. So they actually generated an idol purely from it's a digital idol. So I think she's a DJ or something, and then she got millions of followers on her IG and stuff. But she's an idol, but she's fake. So basically she's just this character, but the way they portray or present her is like a real human. Like she has her own life. It's like SimCity, and somehow I feel weird because I felt like if I promote her, it becomes like I promote for people to live in this virtual reality world. It's like the movie.
Actually.
Yeah, it's like the movie Ready Player One. It's like how you just put on, now got the Vision Pro or something, right? You just put on and you enter a world that people will assume that that's the real world, and the Earth that we're staying is actually not the real world.
Yeah.
So I'm still not ready to accept this.
Oh, I'm totally ready to accept this, and I think this will be the future. And I don't think that space travel is possible for human being, but virtual reality or augmented reality travel is possible. Today I saw an article about this guy. He invented this floor, like a floor mat. He's patenting it, and he's trying to sell it to all the big companies. So what's so big deal about this floor mat? This floor mat lets you walk stationary, in situ. So you're walking in situ. So if you are in a virtual, right, you can't walk and hit a wall, right? You can't walk and fall to your death if you are putting on a virtual glass. So this mat has a lot of rollers, so you can walk like viewing a museum with your VR or AR glasses, and you will not fall to your death and suddenly walk into the middle of the road. So he's trying to sell this mat to someone. So you can imagine, frankly, maybe human can go to Mars, but it takes how many hundred of years to turn Mars into a livable space. Meanwhile, the technology can put on this background, put in content, and then we can visit Mars. And then if you get into a room with the right climate, and deprive us of oxygen or add extra carbon dioxide, or change the temperature, we can experience Mars without putting ourselves in harm, in a mortal harm. Yeah, so that's how I feel. I don't think we can travel, but we can through machines, because they put a machine there already. Then they can take pictures. Now NASA, they put pictures and they piece them together. I can I can print it out large format as my wallpaper.
Well, that technology is only getting better and better, and ultimately, the VR being immersed into another reality is, at the moment, it's goggles, but for sure in 5 years or less, there'll be you're going straight to the neurons, straight to the go to the brain straight. You don't need to projecting screens on your eyes, and that would allow you to go straight to your ears, the neurons, the part of the brain that controls your hearing ability.
I'm not sure whether we are ready to put something into our body.
Elon Musk wants us to do that with
I know he talked about
the
that
neural
patch, right?
link where
But
it's going to
I think
start
that's
with,
too
you know, it's going to
far-fetched.
start. Sorry.
Yeah, but I know the neural link, but I think that's too far-fetched. So just imagine last time a phone is this big, right? Hello, right? Hello. Then today, our phone becomes this size. Hello. And then sometimes the phone becomes this size. Hello. So if a mechanical device can be made to so small, it doesn't have to go into my head. It can go into my spec. Right? So I don't have to open myself up. But if I'm sick, I need a heart bypass. Yes, then I have no choice but to open myself up and put a foreign object in. But as a human, for the next 300,000 years, in my opinion, I don't think we want to put anything in our body unless we have no choice.
Well,
unless we have no choice. Yeah.
But I think people will. I think people will.
Maybe.
And it will start with, as you say, people that have had, you know, paralyzed and they need an able to walk again. So you need an implant to let you control your legs or robot legs again.
Yeah. So
or hearing or seeing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Unless you are sick, it's a handicap, right? What's that? LASIK, heart implant, new cartilage, what else? Whatever you can think of, new arms and things like that. Yeah. So unless we are sick, if not, with technology getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, you can fit into my spec. And I don't mind putting on a spec with no glass. Just project some projector. I think it's possible.
No, it is. I mean, that's ultimately, I think that's a 2 or 3 years away. Your normal
or at least
specs.
I'm a purist. I'm a purist, meaning if the technology allows me to retain the mortal and original self, but improve my eyesight, yes, I will do it. But if I need to put in a chip to give me knowledge, maybe not. I just need to put something in my device that I can refer to or speak to me through my specs or in my hearing to tell me the answer. Don't have to go into my head. I feel
anyway, and well, and this is lovely because this will circle back back to the original question of movies, all right? Because ultimately, linking your brain via neural link will link to AI. So you will be able to visualize or have visuals to you projected from AI. So you can create your own movies within your head, and you can live in these movies without moving an inch. So
I think that will call for an ethical review. To me, that's almost like a drug.
I agree.
Myself
I agree.
And I don't do anything, and then I get satisfied, I get ecstatic. No, I think I'd rather go through if I'm able, I'd rather go through the process of, okay, I still want to hold my guitar, I still want to play the guitar, I still want to train, but maybe develop something. Yeah.
But can I just make one little point here? The ethical thing is really interesting because we need to keep an eye on the ethical considerations of this thing, because this is all at the moment AI as well. We're drawn to this, and especially children are drawn to this via algorithms, via AI, and there should be ethical questions about that because it's screwing up society big time. So
it's like our conversation, whatever that we're talking about now, if let's say any one of our phones doesn't sign whatever to block the AI, actually the next moment you will appear on our whatever Taobao or your Lazada suggestion or whatever next Google search that you will see is actually what we're talking about. But one thing that I want to point out also is there is another thing that is happening right now already with Vision Pro is virtual girlfriend. So basically you can just put on your glasses and then that person would appear in front of you, and because this person is virtual, right, you can actually decide how she look like your partner and how the partner responds to you and stuff. So that's also another layer of ethical. How it's like last time we had people marry their pets. right? And that generates some weird, ethical thing. But now, if let's say you're dating a virtual person and you get married with a virtual person, does it work?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's
You
a
know,
crazy.
okay,
It's
yeah,
it's clown world out there.
Okay, I just saw a ridiculous YouTube
5
content
minutes.
today. So there's this country in USA. Apparently, USA has two presidents. You have Joe Biden, and then you have this dude in some state, in some small town, and he declared that as an independent state. He has his own flag, own uniform, and he's the president or the king. And then he has his citizens, and they don't use money. They trade with cookies. so they have this freedom of speech and everything. And yes, apparently later I'll find the link for you. It's in the state. But of course, as the government said, as long as you don't do anything that's illegal, you can do whatever you want. So it's quite ridiculous. Yeah, so I mean, if you have your own girlfriend in your own virtual mind, who's going to stop you? Just like watching porn, who's going to stop you if you're in a bedroom, you're not doing anything illegal, abusing kids? But of course, that the question is then if you're watching child pornography, is that considered unethical or not? Then of course, yes, that is, right? Yeah. So if you have a virtual girlfriend that is below 16 years old,
No. But what if let's say, okay, let's put in the context of Singapore. Singapore, right? Married couple, then you can get to buy house or whatever. What if the person with the virtual girlfriend or virtual wife, they got married and then they go to the HDB and say, hey, look, I have already married. This is my
Singapore is
virtual
very
wife.
straightforward, right? You must have IC. 2 IC.
2 ICs.
Yeah, so your virtual have no IC, then just too bad.
And a marriage cert.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then you can have 10 wives, virtual.
I think Singapore government have thought ahead.
Yeah. But that's of course we are thinking very far ahead, but might not be that far. It could be in the next 10 years time. 10 years down the road, maybe, virtual marriage become legalized or whatever shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure, but
yeah.
This is it's just overall thinking about AI. It's like a quick summary of whatever that had happened for the past 2 years until now. And now we are looking, I'm not sure whether we are already looking at the future.
It's
but,
already there, what?
SimCity,
simulated city, SimCity. You have a persona there. You have, if your kaki play another game and then the kaki happen to be a female, you are male, you marry each other, or worse, you are a dude but you put a female persona and then some guy came and then you keep playing games together and fell in love with each other. One day you decided to meet up at a cafe and realize, oh shit, man, you are a dude too.
Yeah.
This is SimCity, right? It's simulated, so it will never. I mean, you like the person's character, the charisma, the personality, but ultimately, unless these two dudes happen to be the woke community, then they come together and whatever. But if not, right? So I'm. Hey, human existed for 300,000 years, right? And generally, our body and shape has not changed much. We are still using fighting and we're still coming up with weapons, bones, arrow, rocks. And of course, if we get smarter, we throw some form of projectile that has some form of firepower, explosive. But generally, our body's still like that. Still, it's just more hair, no hair, and wear clothes and what kind of clothes. I still think that for the next 300,000 years, we will still be the same. But of course, technology can maybe snap. And it's so fast, but
maybe.
Same, man. Yeah,
maybe
you'll be quite.
And maybe the next time when we talk to each other, right, it's gonna be like it's like the Kingsman. Kingsman where they wear spec, right? You can see the person virtually, like really the real human body and stuff. Next time our Zoom meeting gonna be like in a boardroom, but with all virtual person.
Yeah.
So can we do that or not? All of us sitting down, then we have like 5 cameras pointing at us so that we can 3D capture, so that then all of us are sitting in one studio.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, and
maybe
then, I will look like I'm Kylo Ren, red, and I must.
Maybe that will be the future. But anyway, gonna be time's up soon. We have 43 seconds left. I think it's good to. Oh no.
Hey.
Am I? Wait. Where am I?
And that's the most natural color. Why? How come your color so nice? All right,
Okay. Thank you, guys. See you next
Thank
week.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Ciao.
Bye.